so excited for today. You have no idea. I can't contain my excitement.
I know we've been trying to plan this for like a year.
I know. You look so good. Did you do your
I did. I'm a blondie now.
I love it. This fits you so well.
Thank you.
Yes. How's everything been?
Good. Been busy, but very grateful for being busy.
Girl, I see you've been busy. Like every week you have a major win, like not a
Mm,
casual win, but a major win.
yes.
I'm
Insane.
I'm excited. I am so pumped to go through this interview today.
Mm,
So really the purpose of the call is just to hear where you currently stand. I know you had a lot of wins over like the last 3 years, so we could go all the way back.
mm-hmm.
But this video is going to be shared, so I want people to know more so about you,
Mm-hmm.
business, where you come from, how you started. Like, just give us an inside scoop on who you are and like what your business consists of.
Yeah. I'm going on my 3 years of being a licensed advanced esthetician here in Vegas. I was originally kind of like you, a makeup artist working for all the retail cosmetic brands. And
Uh-huh.
Shiseido was the first brand that introduced me to facials. And I
Yeah.
enjoyed it so much when they sent me out for training. So I was like, maybe I could get into this. And I was doing really good with, selling product, getting them to do facials as well. So I was like, maybe I can, pursue this aesthetics. But I had two kids at the time, and I was like, there's no way I could do school and do aesthetics. And I was just like doubting myself until my best friend was like, she just gave birth and she was like, I'm going to esthetician school. I'm like, are you with a baby? And she's like, yeah. So I enrolled and it was not easy, working with other grown women. There's constantly drama,
Yeah.
but we did it. And every time I would apply somewhere, they would tell me, okay, you need your advanced license first. I said, okay, say less. Let me go get it. Got
Yeah.
it right away. And then they're like, well, you need 3 years of experience. I'm like, well, how am I going to get that? And nobody was hiring. So I just went solo.
Right
And
away.
yeah, like
Wow.
super scared. I didn't go into my suite for like a full week after I paid my deposit because I was like, what am I doing?
Wow.
And so that 8 months before I met you, it
Uh-huh.
was so hard to even come up with that $800 for rent. So luckily I came across you and the rest is history. I don't know if I like went way off track with that question, but
No, I mean,
how it started.
I'm so glad you gave me the refresher too, because I remember that was the thing we had in common was that you worked at Shiseido, but I totally did not remember that you went solo right away. So
Yeah.
this makes this so much more interesting and like what iconic that
Yeah.
you just fresh out of it, like graduating aesthetic school.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so fast forward to today, what are you specializing in? Like, who are your clients? Who do you serve?
I specialize in corrective and mainly like acne, pigment, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so like facials,
Mhm.
peels.
Facials, pills. Yeah.
Okay, and you're in Vegas. So like, what's your experience working as an esthetician like in Vegas?
Well, at first, when you asked me, one of our onboarding questions was, how much do you want to make a year? I was like setting it so low. I was like, I'm okay with like 60K. Like I would be happy with that. And
Mhm.
you're like, girl, you're crazy. In Vegas, and I had no idea. I was like, why is she saying that like I could do so much more in Vegas? I really had no clue until it happened. So,
Wow. And I actually have that document that you and I were working on.
mhm.
And let me see. I wanted to see if I can pull up like what we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember this conversation. I remember you saying like, I want to make 60,000 and I'm like, a month? And you're like, no, a year. I'm like, girl, we could shoot for so much more. You're in Vegas.
Yep.
And you did just that.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. This is great. So, you told us about like where you were and like how you got started. I want to know exactly what happened from the moment you joined the mentorship program up until now. Like, because you went away for a little bit of time. You got
Yeah.
major wins, then you focused on what you needed to, and then you came
Yes.
back. So walk me through like the wins that occurred throughout that time and the challenges too, so other estheticians know what to expect. I feel like when we start winning, we forget that we're also going to go through things on
Um,
that journey to winning. So just share with like what are some of your major wins and what are some of the things that you face, some of the challenges.
well, so I think when I first started with you, first of all, I had like no money to my name. I just invested in that course.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is my last chance to see, what I can do. So I went ahead, did it, implemented everything you were teaching, especially about the pricing, where I think I was charging maybe like $50 for a facial. And
Mhm.
you were like, you can get that up much higher. So every 2 weeks, I didn't even tell my clients. I just kept bumping it up and up. And I was like, okay, Shara said nothing under $100. So I got it to $100. I kind of figured out how to get myself seen. And then I started implementing, okay, no discounts, add value. And
Yeah.
that stuck to me forever. Like this successful Black Friday, it's my first successful Black Friday promotion because I was always like, no discounts, so I will not give discounts. But I guess I wasn't thinking clearly until I went through your promo and I know
Yeah.
like 5K in 6 days. That's insane. I could never make that in 1 week on services
That's
with retail. So that was another like more recent win. But I think the biggest win is you um teaching me to know my value, to know my worth, and that I should not shop with my wallet. Because if people know that you can do the work, they'll pay you whatever your price is. And
Yeah.
your advice on going for face reality was like one of the biggest game changers ever because that I feel like other than mentorship and guiding you, like face reality really set me up to learn how to push other products as well. So
Mhm.
amazing.
Wow. Wow. $5,000 in 6 days.
Mhm.
Girl, that is amazing.
Yes.
That is
I
like
still
that's
can't believe
life-changing.
it is very
Wow.
much. Mhm.
Your first testimonial that you gave me a couple years ago was probably one of my favorites because you mentioned a story about your son and being able to, be more present, throw him a great birthday. So I want to know, like, what is your schedule like? Are you now able to spend more time with your family and your
Yep.
your children? Like, talk to me about what that transition looked like. I really want to hear that.
Yes. So, I homeschool. So I have to find a way to be able to work and make the money and be present with my kids as well. So I used to work maybe like 4 or 5 days, maybe sometimes six, just to get every single client. Now I work like 3.5 days and
Wow.
maybe bare like 20 hours at the most.
Wow.
So it's saved so much time on like with the kids. My husband also, I was able to make him a stay-at-home dad and we're good.
Wow.
Just one income. So well, two
That
income,
is
including virtual.
that is amazing. Like that is the money is cool, right?
Yeah.
But that, I didn't even know that you were homeschooling your kids either. You're like superwoman. You really are.
Lord.
That's amazing. That's amazing. 20
Thank
hours a week. Wow. I'm in awe right now. Seriously.
you.
Um, and you mentioned something else. You said you also have your income coming from virtual. So
Yeah,
like I know that this was something we were pursuing, but
yeah,
we were more so focused on your in-person business. Now
yeah.
you're doing virtual consultations too.
Yep. So
Wow.
I had already had a couple virtual clients. I wanted more, so I didn't have to work more hours in the room. And I think for a little bit, and this is maybe very big for new estheticians, is our we see all the estheticians with their salons, their spas, and we want that to happen for us. We want our name on the front door,
Mhm.
but there's so much more that goes into it, so much more responsibility, so much more like financial stability that you need to have in
Yeah.
order to do that. And I got sick, burning myself out, trying to work 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. for 4 to 5 days straight,
Yeah.
sometimes six. And it's just virtual is a way for us to maybe triple that income without working that hard and killing ourselves. And I just think it's amazing to see you doing classes from Japan
Yeah.
or like all the trips that you've done. And I'm like, I want
Yeah.
to do that. I don't want my name on the door anymore. I want to be able to do it from anywhere in the world. So
Yeah.
you've been a really
Uh,
big inspiration, Shara.
Thank you so much. I'm excited. Like I'm so pumped for what is to come in the future with virtual aesthetics and more women like you that have children that need that freedom.
Yes. So
It's
we
it's
can be there
honestly,
for them.
yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yes. You know
Um,
what's so crazy? I did want to share this with you.
yeah.
Um, so I forget if it was Anna or Teresa that reached out. I was working one day and I got a text and it was like Shara is doing another mentorship about virtual aesthetics. And I was like, how is this a sign? Because I wanted to I had invested in another virtual aesthetics like little course, but it was just products or like digital products and not so much guidance. So I was like,
Oh,
oh, Shara's doing another one. Let's just hear what it's about. And when she told me the price, I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's sign up. And the first thing that I was gonna check was the virtual aesthetics, but I was like, wait, let me see what else she has here. And I saw the Black Friday like promotion guideline.
yeah.
I just copy pasted everything, put it in Chat GPT, told it what I needed it to do, and I sent those 300 emails that night. And that's when it happened.
Oh
So
my
I know.
God.
So I made back that investment immediately.
Wow.
$900 or how
Wow.
much?
997. And you did that times five
Yes.
within a day. That's insane, Marie. Like I'm shaking a little bit.
Me too, because that was crazy when I kept seeing all the invoices getting paid. I was like, whoa, I didn't even realize I was sending out that many invoices.
Mhm. And
So,
the cool thing is like now you've unlocked another layer of
mhm.
making revenue. And this is something I'm going to talk a lot about in the masterclass on Sunday, but email marketing and like using your current clientele list, there is so much money there, you know?
Is
Everyone wants to focus on bringing in new
new.
people.
Hmm.
There's a group of people that have already supported you and know you and have spent money with you that want to work with you again. And that's exactly why I created that promo. And I'm so happy you put it to use and you did it quick because
Yes.
wow, that's probably one of the quickest ROIs I've heard. Let's talk more about your clients.
Hmm.
Uh, I know when we first started together, it wasn't that you had horrible clients. Like you had people coming in, but it was really clear that they weren't spending the type of money that needed to be spent in order for you to hit your revenue goals or to see profit. So how was your, like, what was your clientele like before and how has it changed since joining the program?
My clientele before were people who just wanted relaxing, like fluffy facials. Some of them wanted to treat a little bit, but they weren't really interested in professional skincare.
Mhm.
And I've set up my system to where they know before they even book that it's an investment. And I'm not just going to do whatever you tell me you need me to do, that
Yes.
it's really treatment based and nothing fluffy. My clients know that when they come in, they will be sent home with something that will truly make that facial, continue to work for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that makes sense. That's why people were like quick to buy your Black Friday promos because they know they're going to get results when they come to you. And I feel like unlocking that, like knowing how to get the right type of clientele in, that's
Yes,
also a game changer because you can be booked all day, but if people in your chair aren't interested in what you're really trying to do for them,
exactly.
you're going nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that you feel confident in like knowing how to get the right type of people in your chair, you know, even if you're not working with me, you know how to do that on your own.
Mhm.
That's
And I
amazing.
used to not believe in the ideal client thing. I used to not believe in niching
Mhm.
until I met you. And now I am strictly corrective. I
Yeah.
don't do any waxing anymore, just to try to bring in potential clients. So it's amazing to just be able to do what I really want to do, what I know will make a difference in the long run.
I'm so happy you said that. That's one of the things I hear often is I'm like, okay, so what do you offer to clients and estheticians will say, well, I do facials, but people also come to me for waxing.
Mhm.
And I'm like, no, what do you do? What do you love to do?
Yes.
Right? Not what are you doing because it makes extra money or
Yeah.
people want you to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
you get to have the type of clients you want to work with and you get to do the services that you want. And I'm sure that probably relieves a lot of stress
Does.
from you.
Very
Amazing.
much. Yes.
Amazing. Have you gotten to the point where you've hit your first 10K in a month?
Yes. Several times already.
You know what? I gotta send you a plaque in the mail. I have to send you like a huge reward and a plaque in the mail because all the things on my checklist, you're just like checking them off.
Yes. And I
Amazing.
know with really just honing down on the virtual, I know that's gonna be consistent now. Like even when I think it's slow, I'll check my analytics like at the end of the month and I'm like, okay, I didn't even realize I hit that.
hmm And you're gonna double it next year because you're in the community now.
Yes.
And I know you're gonna double it next year. I
Mm.
know you're probably gonna double it by like knowing you like June of next year,
My
2026.
God, please let's do it.
I see you hitting $100,000 by June 2026. And speaking of 100K, you're about to have your first 100K year. Is that correct? Someone,
Mhm.
I think it was Megan or Sabrina told me that, and I was like, wait, what? That is major.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
I I cannot believe it because last year I hit 94. So I was just a little bit short. And I think it was because I was still like again shopping from my pocket. I'm always like, you don't have to if you don't want to. But when you flip the script to this is what I can do for you, you tell me what you're ready to do. This is what I can do for you. When I flipped that, it changed everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. You are just, you just hit all the boxes. Oh, I'm so proud. So, a lot of times with like mentorship programs, I've been in the same position, right? Where I'll see somebody promoting something and I'm like, oh my God, I could benefit from this, but I'm afraid to make the next step. Like, I'm afraid to make the investment. Not anymore, but I definitely used to be like
Mhm.
that. And I'm sure you felt the same way, right? Maybe both times before you invested in the program. What would you tell an esthetician that is considering joining this program? to help them get over like that fear of investment?
I would say just, that question where we always get asked in a job, like, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? If
Mm.
you don't see yourself, if you see yourself like just, making it paycheck to paycheck, okay, maybe don't do this. But if you want really like financial stability, you want freedom, like for real, if you really want it, it can happen, but your biggest obstacle is yourself. So that obstacle of you thinking, I can't do this, it's you. It's all you. I'm sorry, I have to say it, but everybody's biggest obstacle is you. If you put the wall there, it will always be there. If you bring it down, there's so much possibilities. You'll never know what you could achieve if you're always, I don't know. I don't have to. I've done it so many times where I had zero and I
Hmm.
invested and I was just like, let me just put everything that
Yeah.
I can in. I like obsess and listen to everything that I could possibly listen to and try every single thing. If you keep following other estheticians who do what you want to do, but you're not willing to do the work to get there, you're never going to get there. So just picture what the big picture, not that small picture.
Yeah.
Just invest. It's so worth it.
I tell you something, you immediately put it to work. And I'm so proud of you, honestly.
You,
Yes, I
thank
want
you
to tell
so
you that personally. I know I say it all the time, but I'm really proud of you. Even if I wasn't an esthetician, just watching you as a mom too, and as a wife, like you are crushing it, and you have been consistent
much.
the last couple years. So I can only imagine where you're going to be year 5 of your
I
business. Yeah,
I always think about what if I was 18 and I already jumped into this, where would I be? So
yeah. I think the same thing, girl. I'm like, damn, I should have did this way sooner.
I know, but also I do want to say if this is gonna go out to estheticians who are older,
Mm,
there's no age cap on success. There really isn't. I'm 38 and all my little businesses have always done well, and it's because I always try to push, keep pushing. And then if something fails, yeah, I'll be a little bit sad, but then I'll be like, no, let's keep working. And I'm
hmm.
constantly on my phone, constantly on podcasts, going back to lessons that I've learned before, just replaying it over and over again. And I know that's why I am where I am.
Hmm.
The guidance that all my mentors have given me, but you were my first mentor. So you laid that
Honored. I'm
foundation.
honored. So before we close out today, Marie, just tell the people like what your socials are, where they can find you.
So on Instagram, you can find me at Skin by Marie, MARIELV. And you
LV.
can find that on TikTok as well.
Awesome. 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 Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Marie.
you, Shara.